welcome to another edition of PaynePoints of Interest. I'm Sarah Harbuck, and with me is Mike Payne. And we're just going to jump right in with our first question today. It comes from us from Reddit. The username is u/AMM forever. It says, shipping costs are killing my business. Help! I started an e-commerce business here in the U.S. about 2 years ago. The concept is loved by everyone in the industry. We are the only ones so far doing it here and in Europe, and we are extremely successful as customers are not expecting any free shipping from anyone. In the U.S., however, calculating shipping and paying for it has been an ordeal. And after trying for the first year to get customers to request a final quote of their order and not advancing much, we switched strategies and constructed packages, which have a price of shipping included. And that's not working either. At the beginning, every order was different, and I'd offer a range of 70 different products. So originally, I had to mentally pack an order, obtain a quote from FedEx, and then quote the customer for the final price. Customers saw the cost of shipping and freaked out, as it averages 40 to 50% of their total order cost. When we moved to the packages solution, we factored in the average shipping cost for each package. The solution is good for us, but I believe customers don't like it as they lost the ability to construct their own solutions. Hence, we are not selling. Any help that you guys could give me is greatly appreciated. This is, when you have Amazon offering free 2-day shipping and anybody else who has to charge for shipping because they're not Amazon, that's tough. Mike, what are your thoughts on that?
This is one of the areas I think where a lot of people who do this type of business or try to start their own sort of thing, they're dealing with very spoiled U.S. customers. We are absolutely 100% spoiled when it comes to shipping because of Amazon.
Well, even like places like Target and supposedly Walmart are trying to offer the free 2-day shipping if you order a certain amount.
Yeah.
And
it's because they have so much logistics. They already have invested in so much logistics that it's a lot easier for them to do it.
Well, don't those big corporations have sort of like a contract deal with these shippers that they get maybe a deal on the shipping? They don't have to pay as much because they're shipping so much. And they're spending so much anyway. Do they get a break? And so they're shipping things for a cheaper cost? Or do they have to pay the same rate as you and I if we walk into the UPS store and say, I need to ship this box? Right.
You can set up an account and get better deals on shipping rates, depending upon what your throughput is, That in and of itself is almost a full-time job to manage. There's a lot of really good suggestions, but the biggest one that comes to mind is what they call FBA.
What is that? What is FBA?
That is fulfillment by Amazon. So you essentially you can set up a business with Amazon where instead of shipping direct to your customer, which is where a lot of your costs are, you provide your product
to Amazon,
and they handle the logistics of putting it in the appropriate warehouses, right? And then your customers can order through Amazon.
But what about people who don't want to give up the control that they have there and they don't want to use Amazon? I mean, I know that a lot of places will be like, spend $100 and it's free shipping. I mean, is that a route? Is that a viable route?
Setting a minimum price for free shipping, average shipping cost, is kind of what they're doing with the packages solution. The things like that will all help. The biggest thing I could say here is to kind of build that that shipping price into your product price. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. 99% of the time, if I'm going online to order something, I don't care if it's through Amazon or someone else, okay? If I see something that costs me $60 plus $20 shipping, I'm going to go, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel like the onus for shipping is on me, not on the company.
Right.
If I see that same exact thing priced for $75 or $80,
and the shipping is free,
I'm more likely to buy it.
Yeah, it's a weird psychological sort of outlook that most of us have. And, granted, you brought up a great point of being spoiled by Amazon and some of these other major corporations that ship for free. It seems like this user is having some issues, though. They're making this really complicated. You shouldn't be asking for like a quote and getting back to them. That should just be built into when they go to your website to order something. There's the choices for shipping. Do you want regular shipping that takes 10 days and it's this price? Do you want 3-day shipping? Do you want next day shipping? And that's that. Like, don't come this back and forth. It feels like they're doing a lot more work than they need to.
Well, I think they're doing a lot more work than they may need to on a per order basis. I'm not going to mince words. Setting something like that up from a technical standpoint is
difficult.
Not easy.
Yeah.
Even when you use systems out there. There's most of these e-commerce websites use something like WordPress for their website, which has a variety of e-commerce plugins. WooCommerce is one of them, the one I tend to use. And those packages that you can get, and it costs, it's not prohibitively expensive, but it's a few $100s to set up to buy WooCommerce, and there may be a subscription. I'm not sure if I remember that correctly, but essentially they come with these plugins to it where you can link in with the shipping companies and get live rates.
Yeah.
And so you put your products in, right? And as you're entering your products, you can put in information like, this is the size and this is the weight. So, and then you can also configure it so that you say, this many of this product is in one box and this many of this product is in another box, so on and so forth. It even gets up to the point of you're able to configure it so that when somebody orders, let's say they order like 30 different things from you, right? Some of those things can be shipped now, some can be shipped later, and so an order ends up having multiple shipments, okay? It allows you to configure that sort of thing, where what can be shipped immediately based upon your inventory quantities, what's got to wait. So a product like that could really reduce the amount of manual effort, but there's quite a bit of effort setting up in the first place.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like if you're going to have if your business model is this sort of e-commerce business, you really should look into that kind of thing, because shipping is such not a controversial issue, but it's a thing that most American consumers, they expect something for free when it comes to shipping. And I like what you said earlier about building the price into your product price and just say free shipping. If it's going to cost $20 to ship it, but the item only costs $50, well, charge $70 and then say free shipping. I think most people psychologically respond better to that than here's an item for $50 and it's $20 in shipping, and you're kind of like, that just seems ridiculous. The
hard part is doing the math. There. Of especially got lots of different products. You can how you group them together, and there's all sorts of logistical software algorithms out there to help you figure that out. If in this case Excel or Google Sheets is going to be your best friend to figure out a lot of this stuff when you're doing product analysis. But I would absolutely 100% say that a major there was a point here that I wanted to make. The major thing that people need to remember when setting this up is that you are going to put work into your business.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're trying to start a new business or you're doing something that people can fulfill locally, you have to remember that people don't want to. It's been commonly said, "Oh, I want to pay as little as possible." That's not true. What people are actually saying is, "I want to get as much value out of my dollar as I can."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's where that psychological thing of free shipping works, right? Because they see more value in each and every dollar because they're getting extra value out of the shipping. Well, what can you do to add a certain level of value at a much lower cost to you? That's how this problem needs to be tackled.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you guys have any comments about shipping, if you're an e-commerce store, or your main business is dealing with shipping to customers all over the country, give us a hit up on our social media. We're at Facebook and LinkedIn at PaynePoints, Twitter at is it Points Payne?
Yes.
And Instagram at Payne.points. And send us your suggestions or comments about today's Pain Points of Interest topic. And we'd love to hear from you. That's going to be all for us today. Check us out tomorrow.